Yeah. Good morning. It's Uncle Lou here. Yep, that's right. It is me. The rumors are true. It is me, Uncle Lou. Live on LouTube for you. Welcome to the College Football Kickoff Show, Conference Championship Edition. Pac-12 Conference Championship game last night, and man, it was a great game. Looked like Washington was going to run away with it earlier. They were up 20-3 with about a minute and a half to go in the second quarter. Oregon goes down in a 2-minute drill and scores to end the first half, making it 20-10, and then Oregon gets the ball in the second half, goes down, scores on the first possession to make it 20-17, then scored again to go up 24-20 over Washington. They scored 3 straight touchdowns to come back and take the lead over Washington, but it wasn't enough. Washington would not be denied. Washington just finds a way to win. And they did it again. They beat Oregon for the second time. Wow. Washington punched their ticket to the playoffs. They're getting in. The winner of last night's game was getting in. Anybody with any common sense or half a brain knew that. So basically everybody except Bama fans knew that. So congratulations to Washington. They are the first team to punch their ticket to the college football playoff this season. The college football playoff selection show will be tomorrow at noon. I'll live stream it, so we'll go live about 11:45, and we will watch the playoff selection show. I am not going to stay on for the entire 6 hours that they waste while announcing who's playing in the Birmingham Bowl and the Cheez-It Bowl and the Pinstripe Bowl. I'm going to stay on as long as it takes them to announce the playoff teams and the New Year's Six games. That's it. So however long that takes, we'll do that tomorrow at 11:45. The streaming schedule for today, the kickoff show, what you're watching right now, and what you're hitting the thumbs up on right now. 2, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. That is a big help to the live show. It's the easiest thing you can do to help support the show. So go ahead and hit the thumbs up if you're excited about Conference Championship Saturday. The game streams today, as voted on by the good people over on the Uncle Lou Patreon page. 4 o'clock on Patreon, the SEC Championship game. If you're not on the Uncle Lou Patreon page, and, well, if you're not, I'm not sure what's wrong with you. But there's a link in the description of this video that will take you there. You can have yourself a look around, get signed up on the Patreon page, come hang out at 4 o'clock, watch the SEC Championship game with us. We have a really good time. We have a really good time on those Patreon streams. Then 8 o'clock tonight, live on YouTube for you. Yep. For the Big Ten title game, Michigan at Iowa, or Michigan versus Iowa in Indianapolis, and Louisville versus Florida State in Charlotte. So Patreon stream, 4 p.m. For the SEC Championship game. YouTube stream, 8 p.m. for the Big Ten Championship game and the ACC Championship game. I'm not going to live stream at noon because if I did, I'd be live streaming from right now until midnight, and I'm not doing that. Due to union regulations, I'm only allowed to stream 2 time slots per Saturday. Due to YouTube union regulations. I will make probably several videos during the Big 12 title game at noon. I will, of course, make a halftime video and most likely a post-game video. And then I don't know if anything weird, wild, or crazy happens during the game. I may make a video on that too, but I will not be live streaming during the noon game. But I'll be on 4 o'clock on Patreon, 8 o'clock on YouTube. That's the streaming schedule. Here you go. There's the link to the Patreon page right there. Give it a click. Check it out. Come hang out with us at 4 o'clock. And watch Georgia put Nick Saban out to pasture. Fucking fossil. I watched the Pac-12 title game last night. Now, I will admit, I didn't watch all of the halftime stuff because I was recording a video and whatever else during halftime. But to my knowledge anyway, I don't think Nick Saban was on Fox last night at halftime begging, pleading, and groveling for a spot in the college football playoff like he did last year, which is great. Maybe he's learned his lesson. The shame and embarrassment that he brought upon himself, the University of Alabama, and his good last name was unacceptable last year with the poor, pitiful me. You know, let me go on Fox and shake my fucking can here. And maybe the playoff committee will throw a quarter in it. Was fucking embarrassing. So thank God that decrepit skeleton didn't do that this year. That would have been a fucking shame. Instead, he's got the fans running around the internet embarrassing them fucking selves. Mildew for Heisman. Mildew for Heisman. So Washington wins 34-31 over Oregon. Congratulations to the Washington Huskies. They are on to the college football playoffs. And congratulations to Oregon. A good year, 11-2. Both of their losses to a top 3 team by a combined 6 points. Both losses away from home. 2 losses, both away from home, both to a top 3 team by a combined 6 points. Bama, on the other hand, 1 loss at home by double digits to a top 6 team. Yeah, Oregon and Bama just aren't the same. Oregon and Bama just aren't the same. And when the rankings come out tomorrow, Oregon will be ranked ahead of Alabama. Argue with your grandma. Argue with your grandma, which I guess is also your great aunt. It's a great day to be a soldier. What do y'all think about my new sunglasses? How did that look? Does that look good? I like these. I think these look good. Bought myself an early Christmas present. Merry Christmas to Lou. All right, let's take roll. Let's see who's here and hanging out today. I think everybody knows the rundown, but we will take a look at all of today's games. We'll go through this, the schedule of games, figure out what's coming on, when it's coming on, what channel it's coming on, all that kind of thing, figure out what we need to watch today. Then we will pull up the latest odds on all of these games. I'll give you some of my thoughts on it. And although you might not want to listen to me, I took Oregon -9. That didn't work. So I'm 0 for 1 this weekend so far. We'll see how I do today. I'm 0 for 1 so far. But we'll go through all the odds on the games, try to figure out a way to either make or lose money betting on these college. Good morning, Monk. How you doing over there? Creeping in here like an extra shadow. I don't know who you think you're sneaking up on. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, try to figure out a way to make or lose money betting on these games today. Yeah. We obviously have to talk about what we're going to eat, which is another problem again for me today. I'm stuck here by myself today. I was out of town all week, so it's not like I've got a refrigerator full of food in there. I got to figure something out for the food situation today. Whatever it is, it's going to be delivered here because I obviously can't leave. There's too much football on. So I'm going to have to come up with some sort of Instacart order from the grocery store. Or Uber Eats or DoorDash or something. But anyway, I'll get that figured out. Don't worry about it. But when we get to that portion of the show, maybe you good people in the comment section can give me some suggestions. I took y'all up on your offer a couple of weeks ago. Somebody, I was in a similar boat a couple of weeks ago where I didn't have anything to eat for the day. There's poor planning on Lou's part, honestly. And we started talking about what y'all were eating in the comment section, and somebody mentioned Chick-fil-A or something. Anyway, that's what we ended up doing that day. So, I don't know. When we get to the food portion of the show, I'll be very curious what you good people in the comment section are eating today. And maybe something will strike Uncle Lou's fancy. Yeah. How the hell are you up so early? You're up too, buddy, because you're typing in the comment section. So, yeah. It's not that early, man. It's 9:11. So that's really not that early. But let's take roll, though. I think that would probably be a good idea. I need to see who's here. More importantly, I need to see who's not here. Little Whitey is here. Well, that's good. Joe, Kyle Jonas, Snake Spence, Manfred, Walker Dog, Steven Snyder, I believe. The Duck Knight. Shout out to the Duck Knight. Shout out to any Oregon fans who show up today. Now, we can needle them a little because they lost, and that's what we do here. This is a shit-talking channel. But respect to any Oregon fans that show up today, because we all know that there's a lot of people that run and hide after they lose. If you don't believe me, wait till tomorrow. Brandon Banks, Hamilton Keener, Emily, William Penn, Robert Hurt, Alan White, Sir U.G.A. L.S. Momo, Junkyard Dog, Eat, Chew, Review, what runs a mukbang channel, I think. James Fondue. No, Fonda. It should be Fonder. Yeah, B Puck is here. Sports Talk 101, which is the simplest kind. Spike Nelson, David Holiday, Savage Dog, Millis Vanillis. Yeah. Cody is here. Christopher Lyons. Django's nephew. I need 100 black coffin for 100 black. Man, 100 black coffin is the lady ass. Yeah. Shout out to shit. Who sings that? Rick Ross, I think. Rick Ross. Yeah, I'm a hip hop savant. You know how Rain Man can drop a box of toothpicks on the ground and tell you how many toothpicks hit the ground? 196 toothpicks, like that. I'm like that, but with hip hop. But I'm sure you all already knew that. I should be a go-to source for all your hip hop news and information. Yep. B Bean, Jarvis, Walker Dog, Nature Boy, Bama Fanatic, Caleb Bird, Have to Kill Me First. That would be no problem. Mr. Rogers. Yeah. Rick Flair. Okay. Hey, Rick Flair. Brandon Banks. Vic Tube. Biggs Mikes. Yeah. I need 100 black preachers with a black sermon to tell them 100 black Bibles while we send them all to hell. Yeah. There you go. Facts. Yeah. Glad you have something to fall back on when Bama wins today. Yeah. Is that copied and pasted from the national championship game 2 years ago? I think it is. Pretty sure it is. JD5 for Heisman. Yeah, I think Jaden Daniels will win the Heisman. Yeah. Brandon Banks. Yep. Roll Tide QVC. Yep. And the rigged wheel too. What can we do for the rigged wheel today? It's Christmas time. None of you can pick a game right anyway, so I could offer to give $1 million away. It wouldn't matter. Y'all can't pick a game to save your life. Y'all have won like 3 times out of 15 weeks this year. It's just pitiful. It's absolutely pitiful. But we'll do the rigged wheel at the end of the show today. So, of course, I can't do that with super chats, unfortunately. But any Cash App or PayPal. Any Cash App or PayPal donation to the show today will get your name added to the wheel. At the end of the show, we'll spin the wheel. If the wheel chooses you, you get to pick any game you want today against the spread. Any game you want. All you got to do is get one right. That's it. Any game. Just pick one game right. and you'll win. You want to do 10 times your money again? We'll do 10 times your money up to $250. Okay? 10 times your money up to $250. So you send you donate $25 to the show today. The wheel picks your name. You pick a game. You get the game right. Uncle Lou will send you $250. 10 times your money up to $250. You send $10, I'll send you $100 if you win. Does that make sense? 10 times your money. I'm not worried or concerned at all. Like I said, y'all are like 3-12 on your picks this year, which is unbelievable. Which is unbelievable. Again, that is for the Cash Apps and the PayPals only. I cannot do the giveaways with Super Chats. But the PayPal and the Cash App links are in the description of the video. I'll post them in the comment section a couple of times during the show. There's the Cash App, $ Uncle Lou here. And there's a link to the PayPal. Does that make sense to everybody? The rigged wheel. Does everybody know what we're talking about? Rigged wheel spinner. Yeah, right. Yeah, this. Yeah, this right here. Remember this? So these were the names from last week. So get rid of those. Those were the names from last week. But, you know, type the name. Every name you type, it puts your name on the wheel. You already know. Right? Spin the wheel. It's that simple. Wheel picks your name. You pick a game. You get the game right. I send you 10 times your money. We'll even do this. If you get the game wrong, I'll send you your money back. I got to send somebody something. And I know y'all aren't going to get the game right. I already know y'all aren't going to get the game right. You never get the game right. So I'll at least send you your money back, even if you lose. How about that? Or no, how about this? I'll send you 5 times your money, even if you lose. Fuck it. It's Christmas time. Ho, ho, ho. Nobody ho-ho-hos like Uncle Lou. That I can promise you that. I can promise you that. I'm all about the ho-ho-ho. I love the holidays. I love the holidays. So, yeah. So if the wheel picks your name, I'll automatically send you back 5 times your money. If you get the game right, I'll send you back 10 times your money. How about that? So somebody's going to win no matter what. I'm tired of y'all losing every week. So you'll get 5 times your money no matter what. Again, up to $25. Don't send more than $25. That's pointless. This show ain't worth more than $25, so don't be donating $100. But any Cash App or PayPal donation up to $25 will get your name added to the wheel. If the wheel picks your name, no matter what, I'll send you 5 times your money. If you pick the game right, I'll send you 10 times your money. There we go. I think that makes sense. That's enough time wasted on that, too, and also in addition to that as well. Let's talk about some football games. Again, Washington won last night over Oregon, 34-31. They win the Pac-12 and clinch a spot in the college football playoff in all likelihood. I find it absolutely unbelievable that Washington would not get in at this point. It's the closest thing to a lock or a guarantee that I could possibly think of. Washington is in. New Mexico State went ahead and lost to Liberty. Yep. So great. That's amazing too. Yep. Been drinking coffee since 6 o'clock this morning. How y'all doing? Everybody doing okay? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Hey. It's a happy Saturday now. For some of y'all, it ain't going to be that happy. Some of y'all are going to be pissed off at 4 when the noon game ends. A lot of you are going to be pissed off at 8 when that 4 o'clock game ends, Bama man. Boy, y'all are going to be beside yourselves. Fit to be tied, irate, drooling, mad. And then we got a whole other group of people to get pissed off at midnight when the primetime game ends. But for now, happy Saturday to everybody. Yeah. If you're playing today, your glass is half full right now, ain't it? Yeah. Yeah, you better wear those fucking fingers out, Bama man. You got till about 7 or 7:30 tonight. You better wear those fucking fingers out. Type me a fucking paragraph. Here's the games coming up today. Oklahoma State versus Texas in the Big 12 title game. This is, of course, Texas last year in the Big 12. Them and Oklahoma are headed to the SEC. Texas would like nothing more than to win the Big 12 in their last year there. Plus, they haven't won the Big 12 since 2009. Oklahoma State, on the other hand, would love nothing more than to prevent Texas from winning the Big 12 title in their last year there. I'm willing to bet that every other fan base in the Big 12 is pulling for Oklahoma State in this one. Iowa State fans, Baylor fans, Texas Tech fans, TCU, West Virginia, Kansas, all of them. The only fans pulling, the only Big 12 fans pulling for Texas today are the Texas fans. Everyone else in the Big 12, including Oklahoma, fucking hates Texas and can't stand them. Oh, and look, the Oklahoma State people that literally went out and killed a cow and dumped it on their front lawn, y'all ought to be ashamed of yourselves, man. Now, look, I've crossed a few lines here and there. I've never for 1 second considered going outside and killing an elephant for purposes of a YouTube video. Or even like a chicken when we're playing South Carolina. Now, I'll eat a bucket of chicken, but you could have eaten a steak, and that would have been fine. You literally killed a fucking cow and dumped it on your own front lawn. I don't know about that, man. That seems like there wasn't enough filter between brain and action there. I don't know. And I'm not one of these, look, fuck PETA. I don't care, give a fuck. That's not it. Fuck all that. Fuck PETA. Fuck them. PETA has outlived their usefulness. Okay? They've outlived it. If you want to camp out and protect the bald eagles in that's fine. Okay? But fucking browbeating people because they feed their dogs rotisserie chicken or something, shut the fuck up. Okay? Leave people alone, PETA. So it's not that. I'm not one of those people. Fuck PETA. But man, but come on, Oklahoma State. Come on. You literally killed a fucking cow or whatever it is and dumped it in your own front lawn. Guts and everything coming out. What are we doing? What are we doing? I don't know. Miami of Ohio at Toledo, 12 o'clock on ESPN. Boise State at UNLV, 3 o'clock on Fox. And then coming up at 4, the SEC championship game. Number 1, Georgia versus, what does that say? Oh, number 8. Bama's 8. Still. Verse number 8, Alabama, 4 o'clock on CBS. Also on at 4 o'clock, SMU versus the Green Wave. I was in New Orleans last week. I know Tulane is in New Orleans, so you're going to see Tulane shit. There was Tulane shit everywhere. Everywhere. And I get it. I know Tulane is in New Orleans, so it's not a shock to me that I see some random retard with a Tulane hat on. That's fine. But I mean, it was everywhere. Everywhere. Shout out to the Green Wave. But they're losing today. I like SMU, but we'll talk about the picks when we get to the spreads here in a minute. App State against Troy, 4 o'clock on ESPN, and then coming up in prime time, 2 Power 5 conference championship games. Michigan versus Iowa. There is one of the craziest bets I've ever seen available on the Iowa game. We'll talk about it in a few minutes. And I think I'm going to bet it just because it's so fucking... I can't believe it's something you can actually bet on. But we'll talk about it in a minute. Louisville and Florida State. So, now, of course, hashtag Bama needs help. So, which one of these teams is most likely to lose for Bama's benefit? Florida State, Michigan, or Texas? None of them? Hey, Monk. Oh. Do what? Yeah. I know. Yeah, Bama needs help. Man. It's a sad state of affairs that the Bama man finds themselves in. Who's most likely to lose? Louisville, Texas, or Michigan? Because Bama needs help. Bama needs help. If Florida State wins, Michigan wins, and Texas wins, well, then it don't matter what the fuck Bama does. What they're so mad about. Hey, Bama, win your games, dummy. Win your games, dummy. Sitting around at the end of every season wearing fucking 5 different hats. You look like fucking Sea Dog. Alabama fans are the new fucking Sea Dog. They're a little dumber. Let's be real. They're a little dumber, but, you know, Sea Dog with his 19 fucking hat. You know, Georgia's won 29 games in a row. Sea Dog's got a hat for all 29 fucking teams. The dummy's 0 for 29. Sea Dog is. 0 for 29, that guy is. He won't listen to reason. Well, he's a Georgia Tech fan. So he gave up on rooting for, he gave up on Georgia Tech beating Georgia a long time ago. So for 2.5 years, he goes out and he buys a hat for whoever Georgia's playing. This dumb motherfucker's got 29 fucking losses on his head. His neck has to hurt. Sea Dog's neck has to fucking hurt. This guy is toting around 29 fucking straight losses on top of his goddamn noggin. And what's he doing now? Bragging about a fucking loss. Congratulations, you fucking nerd. You got your ass beat again. You fucking lost. You dumbasses are throwing fucking parades and building statues, taking your shirts off and painting your nipples gold because you only lost by 8 to Georgia. You lost. I mean, Jesus Christ, man. Keep what same energy, you fucking nitwit? I've been doing this for 9 fucking years. You've been typing for 5 minutes. Shut the fuck up. Are you going to keep the same fucking typing energy? Huh? Type. Huh? Keep the same typing energy, you fucking moron. Keep the same energy, woo. What do you think I'm going to do, you fucking idiot? I'm not you. I'm not going to run and hide, you fucking moron. God damn. I'm going to be live on YouTube at 8 o'clock, whether Georgia wins or loses by 100. Guess what? You're only going to be there if Georgia loses. This isn't my first rodeo, pal. This ain't my first rodeo. You'll be gone like a fart in a fucking windstorm when Georgia blows you out today. We won't see or hear from you till the off season. Alabama fans are the new Tennessee fans. Just come back in April and talk about how good you're going to be in 6 months, you fucking nitwit. You nincompoop. We won't fucking see you if you lose. Quit. Look, I've been doing this 9 years. You won't show up. You won't. You won't show up. Now, you want to know what will happen? Here's what will happen. If Bama scores first, 50 people will pay to join my Patreon to come into the Patreon stream. That will happen. That will happen. Hell, you might be one of the 50. Type about it. And then guess what's going to happen in the second half? They're all going to be gone. They're all going to be gone. Here you go. Here's another one for you. If Georgia wins today, I'm going to make a guess that there will be 1,500 people watching my primetime stream on YouTube. If Georgia loses today, there will be 4,000. That's my guess. You'll be one of the 4,000. You won't be one of the 1,500. Some of y'all only been around here 2 years. I've been on here for 9 years watching Georgia shit on their own foot. I'm not going anywhere, win or lose. Now, the majority of you, on the other hand, we won't see you or hear from you. We just won't. If your team loses, just facts. It's just, I'm a scientist. This isn't an opinion here. I've studied this. Okay? I've studied this. I'm a sociologist by trade. So, I wouldn't lie to you. I always tell the truth, even when I lie. So, type on that. Man, this is a dangerous line here. 15? Boy, I would probably avoid this one altogether. I tell you what I do like. Under 56.5. I do like under 56.5. I don't really like that 15 points either way. Oklahoma State has been so up and down. Beats Oklahoma, gets blown out by Central Florida. Terrible. They lost to a Group of 5 team in the first month of this season, and now they're playing for the Big 12 title. What does that tell you? I don't really like that 15 number either way, and I don't think I'm going to bet on this game at all. But if I was going to place a bet on this game, I would probably go under 56.5 total points. Now, if you're a gambler and you're looking for an upset, plus 500 is good money. Now, I don't think Oklahoma State's going to win. Of course, Bama man wants them to win. Bama man's got an Oklahoma State hat on. They got a fucking Iowa hat on. They got a Louisville hat on. They're catching up with Sea Dog here. But plus 500. If you don't know what that means, that's you bet one. If you win 5 times whatever you bet, basically is what that means. So if you were to bet $100 on Oklahoma to win straight up, that $100 would make you $500. You win five times your money. That's what that means. But I do think Texas wins the game. I'm going to stick with Texas. I picked Texas to go 11-1. I picked Texas to win the Big 12. and I picked Texas to make the playoff. I got the 11-1 part right. We'll find out today if I got the Big 12 part right. And if I get the Big 12 part right, then that means I'm most likely going to get the playoff part right, too. Although it is possible Texas still gets left out. It is possible Texas wins and gets left out. I tell you what, let's not start talking about the playoff scenarios right now. Let's go through the list of games first, and then we'll talk about the never-ending string of playoff scenario possibilities. If we start talking about playoff possibilities as we go through each game, it'll take an hour to do this segment. I don't have any thoughts at all on Miami and Toledo or Boise State, UNLV. No disrespect intended to the group of five. It's just I don't give a fuck about the group of five. I just don't. I'm sorry. If you do, that's great. I don't, it's fine. I've got no interest at all in Miami of Ohio versus Toledo or Boise State versus UNLV. I just don't. I just don't. Georgia versus Bama. This line has bounced around from 3.5 to 6.5. It looks like it has settled at 4.5. Maybe it goes down to 4 before kickoff. Maybe it goes up to 5 before kickoff. It's been bouncing around between 3.5 and 6.5. Georgia favored right now by 4.5. This is only the fourth time Alabama's been an underdog since 2010. All 4 times it's been Georgia that they were an underdog to. No other team. Georgia's the only team in the country that has been favored over Alabama in any game in the last 14 years. And it's happened now 4 times. Which, according to Alabama fans, really means something. Because you remember last year, Alabama fans said they should have been in the playoffs because they would have been favored in a hypothetical matchup over teams that actually were good enough to get into the playoffs. And they were dead set on that idea. So to Alabama fans, this game shouldn't even really be played. They should just crown Georgia the SEC champion. Because Alabama fans think a point spread actually means something. They don't understand that they were favored over Texas and got their ass beat at home by double digits. They don't understand that they were favored last year over Tennessee and LSU and got their ass beat. They don't understand that. But there's a lot of shit the Alabama fans don't understand. SMU and Tulane. Already told you I like SMU in that one. I think SMU wins the game. App State and Troy. I'll take App State. I don't know. And then the 2 night games, Louisville and Florida State. Florida State is down to just a 1-point favorite. Michigan and Iowa. Michigan is a 22-point favorite. Let's start with Louisville and Florida State. I have gone back and forth on this one. Unfortunately, for the Bama man, I think Florida State wins this game. I don't know if the Roadrunner's playing or not, but Trey Benson is playing. And the rest of Florida State is playing, and I just don't think Louisville's going to win. It would be, I know I predicted that a month ago, and I should probably stay with that instead of changing my mind at the last minute. But I have changed my mind at the last minute, and I think Florida State wins. I think Florida State wins. Michigan at Iowa, I think Michigan will win the game. Iowa's not going to get to double-digit points. The closest thing I can find to this when it comes to Iowa to trying to figure out what might happen here, I know everybody thinks Penn State is terrible and a dumpster fire. Well, they beat this same Iowa team this season 31-0. Penn State did. So I don't think this game will be particularly close. I don't know that I would bet Michigan minus 22. But I do want to look at this. Iowa State and Michigan first half. Not Iowa State, sorry, Iowa. Well, no, I don't want, that's not what I want. I want the point totals. Yeah, this is what I want. What? All right, where's the team totals? Of course, now I can't find it. Team totals. Is it? Oh, this might be it. Sorry. I know what I'm doing. Trust me. Ah, here it is. So, team total points. So, total points scored by Iowa in the second half. Over or under 0.5. All 0.5 for an entire half. Hell, even the first half is 2.5. But anyway, Iowa team total points second half. So how many points total will Iowa score in the second half? You can bet over 0.5 or under 0.5. Basically, will they get shut out in the second half, or will they score any score and you win the over? A safety, a field goal, a touchdown, a pick six, a punt return, a kick return, a scoop and score, whatever. Any score. I'll take over half a point for Iowa in the second half. That's the bet I like on that game. I've never seen that before, that low. But Iowa has broke a lot of betting records this year when it comes to low point totals. All Iowa has to do, is this a dumb bet? You know what? Let's do a poll. Let's do a poll. Start a poll. Iowa second half. Will Iowa score any points in second half? All they have to do is score any points at all in the second half. Yes or no? There. I'm going to bet yes. I'm going to bet Iowa scores over half a point in the second half. Double M says, if Iowa scores 24 points, I'll cut my dick off. You sound pretty confident, sir. You sound pretty confident. All right, let's see if there's any other bets anywhere on here that maybe we can look at. Georgia, Bama over under 55.5. I like the over. I like over 55.5. Might be a track meet. What else do we like on here? Who are y'all taking? Louisville or Florida State? Y'all taking Louisville or Florida State in that shit show? FSU by 10, FSU, Louisville, FSU, Louisville, FSU, Louisville, Louisville. FSU, Louisville. Looks pretty close just based on the comments I see. It looks pretty close to 50-50 split between FSU and Louisville, which makes sense considering the line is only 1 point. Seminole Zach, or any other Florida State fan that's in here. Do y'all know anything we don't know about Roadrunner as far as if he'll play today or not? Jarvis says, free me, or else what? Tate is out, says Momo. Someone else says a game time decision. What about Jace McClellan? Is he out? Is Bama going to forfeit the game since they have an injured starter? I heard Jace McClellan's not playing today, and he's their starting running back. I'm assuming Alabama fans say they can't win without a starter. So is Alabama just going to forfeit today if Jace McClellan can't play, or what? Do any Alabama fans want to tell me now that that's why they're going to lose? Or are you going to wait until after the game and then blame it on that? How many touchdowns does Bauer need to have to win? He doesn't need to have any for Georgia to. It doesn't matter who scores the touchdowns. Georgia's not some kind of one-dimensional, one-player team like your Bamas and your Ohio States. Didn't Georgia score 40 points a game when Brock Bowers was out injured? Yeah, they did. Keep disrespecting Bama, Lou. Oh, I will. I will. Thank you for, I don't know if that's permission you're giving me or a command or what, but I promise I will. Jarvis said he's been waiting 2 years for this moment. Why is that? You know why you've been waiting 2 years, Jarvis? Because you weren't good enough to play Georgia last year. That's why. You weren't good enough. So that's why you've been waiting 2 years. The good news is after you lose today, you only have to wait like 10 months. Because we're coming to Tuscaloosa to beat you next year in the regular season. Yeah, I know, Jarvis. Alabama would beat every team they don't play. We know that. Y'all, that's y'all's favorite thing to say. You'd beat every single team you don't play. You'd beat Oregon. You'd beat Washington. You'd beat Michigan. You'd beat Ohio State. You'd beat Florida State. You'd beat Louisville. You didn't play Georgia last year, so you would have beat them. You'd beat everybody except Texas, I guess, because you actually did play them. So, but other than that, you'd beat everybody you don't play. We know that. And look, after Georgia beats you today and whatever, Florida State makes the playoffs or whoever gets in, you can spend the next 4 weeks typing that you would beat them if you want to. I mean, it doesn't matter, but you can do what you did last year, you know? You can spend the 4 weeks leading up to the playoffs, which Alabama isn't going to be a part of. You can spend those 4 weeks in December typing in every comment section on earth that you would beat all the teams that you're not playing. We know. I mean, that's what y'all do. That's what the Bama fans do. We know that. We know that. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. for the Bama man. How do I watch your live stream on Patreon at 4? G-Money, thank you for the super chat. There's a link in the description of this video that says Patreon page or something. I'll post it in the chat. I just posted it in the chat, but that link will take you to my Patreon page. You can have yourself a look around, get signed up on Patreon, and then what happens is, so the Patreon stream is at 4 o'clock today. So around 3:45, I will post a link on my Patreon page. The Patreon page works similar to like a Facebook page. So like if I make a post on there, it's on the top of my Patreon page. So if you're a member of the Patreon page, when you go to my Patreon page at around 3:45 today, the first thing you'll see is a post about the SEC championship game, and there will be a link. You just click that link, and it takes you to the live stream for the Patreon stream at 4 o'clock. Home Slice, thank you for the super chat. He says Washington fans are clamoring for Penix to win the Heisman after the Pac-12 title. Well, too bad for them. Most of the Heisman votes have already been cast. Heisman voting started on Monday. Most Heisman votes are cast before conference championship games. And my pick is Jaden Daniels. Nicholas Tylenol, thank you for the super chat. He says Ohio State versus Bama in the We Used to Matter Bowl. Yeah. Give the people what they want to see. Cow Poke Ranch says, Pokes. Yeah, good luck against Texas today. I'm staying away from that Texas minus 15. I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole. Oklahoma State's too. They're a yo-yo team, and if they're playing up today, it could be a good game. I think Texas will win, but hell, I thought Oregon would win. So we'll see. If Oklahoma State plays their best game, which they've only done a couple of times this year, I think they obviously played really good against Oklahoma. If they play that type of game, I think it could be a good game. But if they play like they played the first month of the season, or they played like they played a couple of times in the last month of the season, we need the October version of Oklahoma State. If you want Oklahoma State to win to beat Texas, you need the October version of Oklahoma State. And unfortunately, without that running back, you're not going to get the October version. So you got to try to make that up some kind of way. I don't know if they can do it. Like I said, I'm picking Texas to win. I wouldn't bet the minus 15, but I do think they'll win. I like the under in that game. I like the under in the point total for Texas Oklahoma State, but I wouldn't mess with that 15 points. Whoa, Todd says, good morning, brother. Let's see a good game. It's going to be good one way or the other. It's going to be good one way or the other. That's for sure. All right, what are we eating today? Let's get this over with. Yeah, Colby, rigged wheel coming up at the end of the show. So 5 times your money today. So what we're going to do is, any Cash App or PayPal donation to the show during this morning's live stream will get your name added to the rigged wheel here, like this. And then at the end of the show, we will spin the wheel. Whatever name the wheel lands on, you're the winner. See how that works? Yeah. It's that simple. See how that works? So any Cash App or PayPal donation to the show this morning gets your name added to that wheel. At the end of the show, we'll spin the wheel. If the wheel picks your name, I'm going to automatically just send you back 5 times whatever you sent me. You also get to pick a game today against a spread, any game you want. If you win the game, instead of 5 times your money, I'll send you 10 times your money. So what I'll do is I'm not going to send you 5 times your money this morning. We'll wait. We'll see what game you pick. If you win your game today, if you pick, you're going to pick a game against a spread. If you get it right, I'm going to send you 10 times your money. If you get it wrong, I'm going to send you 5 times your money, up to $250. So don't donate more than $25 to the show. This show ain't worth more than $25 anyway. But so if you donate $10 to the show, 5 times your money would be $50 if the wheel lands on your name. If you get the game right, then I'm going to send you 10 times your money, which would be $100 if you sent 10. I think everybody except Bama fans can do basic multiplication as far as 10 times your money goes. 10 times 10 would be 100. 25 times 10 would be 250. I think y'all can figure it out for the most part. And if any Alabama fans donate to the show this morning, I'll do the math for you so you don't have to. JR, thank you for the super chat. He says hot wings and fried mushrooms again. I can't do the fried mushrooms. I can't do the fried mushrooms. I could eat wings every day, but I can't do the fried mushrooms. What else are y'all, let's see, did I miss, what are y'all eating today? Duck? Sushi? I haven't had sushi in a while. What else are y'all eating? Hamburger sliders, chili, dip, and other stuff. Pizza. Brisket, potato salad, baked macaroni and cheese. Boy, I love baked macaroni and cheese. I love potato salad, too. Baked macaroni and cheese sounds good. Chicken and dumplings? Man, I love me some chicken and dumplings. Steak, pulled pork, meatloaf, burritos, fish. What kind of fish? Friend is cooking chili. Wings from American Deli. Pork tenderloin. That's one of my daughter's favorite meals. Pork tenderloin. What else are we eating? Steak tacos. You know what I had in New Orleans? You know what I had in New Orleans last week? That surprised me how good it was. Gator tacos. Gator bite tacos. They're basically just little fried gator nuggets. Just like little fried gator nuggets in a soft taco shell with lettuce, pico de gallo, I think maybe some guacamole and some sour cream. I don't know what all they had in there, but my God, they were good. It's probably the best tacos I ever had. I'm not going to lie. They're probably the best tacos I've ever had. They were so good. Gator and shark is so good. I've never had shark. Yeah, they were soft shell tacos. Yeah, it was so good. I don't know if gator tacos is something that they have all over the place in New Orleans or Louisiana or other places. I don't know, or if it was just like some specialty that this restaurant. There was a restaurant called Drago's that a bunch of people had recommended to us. Drago's restaurant is famous for their char grilled oysters. So we had that too. We did char grilled oysters. And they were good. They were okay. I still prefer just the raw oysters. So I ordered raw oysters too. But we had raw oysters, char grilled oysters, jambalaya, and gator tacos. And man, I'm telling you, them gator tacos were no joke. Came with 3 of them. In the order of gator tacos, you get three of them. I could have eaten 6 of them. They were good. They were really good. Ribeyes wrapped in bacon with loaded baked potato. Well, you can never go wrong with a ribeye as far as that's my favorite cut of meat is a ribeye. Get me on the wheel. I'm making money today. You got to do the Cash App or the PayPal, Billy Boy. I can't do it through Super Chats. You got to send it to either the Cash App or the PayPal. The links to the Cash App and the PayPal are in the description of the video, but I'll post them again in the comment section here real quick. But I can't do the giveaways through Super Chat. Might get beans and cornbread from Dave's. I don't know. Is that a restaurant where you're at or something? Dirty rice and grits. Alejandro says Florida man eating grilled Hot Pockets today. How do you grill a Hot Pocket? Jalapeno poppers. Yeah, man. We make those 2 or 3 times a year during football season. You know, you cut the jalapeno in half, carve it out, stuff it with cream cheese, wrap it in bacon, put it in the oven. Man, yeah, those things are really good. Really good homemade jalapeno poppers, bacon wrapped jalapeno poppers. Dishwater soup. I love dishwater soup from the Japanese restaurant. Yeah, I love dishwater soup from the Japanese restaurant. I'm not big on those little smokies. I eat them, you know, like if I go to it seems like every time a Thanksgiving or a Christmas get together or something, somebody's got a crock pot full of them smoked weenies or whatever, and I'll eat them, but I don't think I would ever make them. I don't like them enough to go through the trouble of making them. Cornbreaded frog legs. Tennessee man eating grilled Vienna sausage. Wow. That's bad. Yeah, Tennessee fans are in shambles. They've completely disappeared off the internet. It's a shame. They had one good year last year. Look, I don't understand. Tennessee fans stuck around year after year after year while they were busy winning 4 or 5 games. And they stuck around. They finally had a good year last year. And, of course, they were all over the internet like cockroaches. And then this year they come out and they go, what, 8-4? And they disappear? 8-4 would have been 8-4 is that's like the second best season they've had in the last 15 years, and they've disappeared. I don't know, it's weird. It's weird. You can't find Tennessee fans with a map and a telescope. They're gone. They don't went underground. I don't know. No, TriStar's gone. I mean, a lot of them are gone. I mean, a few of the regulars are still here. You know, a few of the lifers are still here. But the overwhelming majority of Tennessee fans that you used to just see in a comment section on the internet, they're gone. I don't know if they're watching Tennessee lose in basketball now instead, or I don't know what they're doing. Looks like it's going to rain here in Atlanta this evening. Pitt fan here. We may hire McClendon and Streeter from Georgia. Thoughts? I mean, neither one's ever been a head coach or a coordinator. But, I mean, that doesn't mean they won't be any good. Walker says he likes the dogs and give me the points. You mean lay the points? You like Georgia minus the 4.5? Jackpot says Brandon Streeter was the OC at Clemson. Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's right. Did I send money to the wrong Lou? I don't know. I don't even look at the Cash Apps or the PayPals until the end of the show when I get ready to add the names to the wheel. Billy Boy. I don't know what your real name is. Here is who has sent Cash Apps. I'll put the names on the wheel in a little bit. Bulldog JC, David A, Ryan S, and Cyclone Man have sent Cash App. PayPal, Colby, Joseph H, Hoghead, Austin L, Walker Dog, Dat Dude, Hufferbilly Paw, Jay Shipes, J.R. That's what I see on the PayPal. But anyway, I add all the names to the wheel at the end of the show at the same time, so we don't spend the whole show just adding names to the wheel. We'll see. Okay, I got you then. All right. Jackpot, I just saw yours come in too, Jackpot. So yeah, it always shows up. There's never a problem. If you send it, I'll get it. And you'll see when I put the names on the wheel at the end of the show, I put it up on the screen so you can see your name get put up on the wheel. Is Liberty a real college? I mean, I guess. I guess it is. I mean, I thought you slept in this morning, Jackpot. Jackpot's normally the first one. Like 7 in the morning, my phone will go off, and it's a message from Jackpot about the rigged wheel. I thought you slept in this morning, Jackpot. You streaming anything today, Jackpot? I know you normally only do the South Carolina games, but are you streaming it all today? Lee Corso just said Iowa is beating Michigan. What happened to the hype and hate? I don't know. I think this is going to be the last season I do any of the hype and hate videos. I'm just getting tired of doing them. It's the same thing over and over again. You come on, you talk about Alabama fans, how they can't read. Nobody wants to live there. Professional sports teams won't move there because they don't have the economy to support it. The illiteracy rates are sky high. They're inbreeding bandwagon fans, That's just the same shit. Georgia killed Bear Bryant. It just gets to be the same thing over and over and over again. I'll make like a 10-minute video today after this show ends where I just shit talk Alabama for 10 minutes. But I don't know. This might be the last. I might take a break from the hype and hate video. This might be the last season I do that. Or take a season off from that. It's just the same things over and over and over again. It's one thing when you play a team you don't normally play. Like the playoffs, if you're playing a Michigan or a Florida State or whatever, something like that, or non-con games in the beginning of the season. But I mean, just saying the same shit over and over and over again, year after year, about South Carolina and Bama and Tennessee and Florida and Auburn and all that. I'm not going to lie, that shit just gets old. I'm kind of burned out on them. But I'll make like a 10-minute video after this show ends today where I just shit all over Alabama for 10 minutes. I do love biscuits and gravy. My mom made the best. I know everybody says that, don't they? But my mom made the best biscuits and gravy. Where are the Clemson fans? They're updating the transfer portal rankings every 30 seconds because Dabo Swinney has finally indicated that he's willing to use it. Update on the Mustang. Yeah, I got a message from him on Thursday. The last of the parts that they are waiting on, they say, are coming in Monday, this coming Monday, December 4th. So, maybe by the end of this week. They didn't tell me that it would be ready by the end of this week. I'm just assuming if the last of the parts they're waiting on are coming in on Monday, I'm assuming maybe they'll have it fixed in the next week or so. But I gave up. Man, it's been so long now. I gave up even worrying about it on a day-to-day basis. I mean, it's just been a ridiculous process. They fucked up. That's just, I mean, there's just no other way to put it. They fucked up bad. Lou's pretty much forgot he has a car. Yeah, I mean, for the first few weeks, like, I would be sitting around and like, oh, I need to go to the grocery store. I'd get up, I'd start to put my shoes on, and then be like, oh, wait, I don't have a fucking car. I can't go to the grocery store. But now it's been so long, like, it doesn't even cross my mind anymore. It doesn't even cross my mind anymore. Like, it's just ridiculous. You know? And they fucked up. I don't understand. Look, I've never had to take a car in to have any work done before. I've never had to file an insurance claim before or anything like that. So maybe it's always this way. I don't know. But if it is, it shouldn't be. But the day I took that car in, they should have looked it over, bumper to bumper, top to bottom, made a list of everything that was wrong, and ordered everything they needed. That should have been step one, in my opinion. They didn't do that. They didn't do that. They looked at the outside of the car only, and they said, well, he needs a new front end, he needs a new this, whatever, and they ordered that. Then they sat on their fucking hands for 2 weeks and did nothing while they waited on that stuff to come in. That stuff came in, they painted it, they did that, they did whatever to the outside. Then when that was all completed, then they looked underneath and at the mechanical and that, and then they went, oh, well, now we got to order this and order that and order this, and everything is back ordered now, and so it takes 10 days to get anything in. They should have been ordered that shit 7 weeks ago when I took the car in, you know? They shouldn't have been still trying to order things last week. That shit should have been ordered 2 months ago when I took the car in. But, you know, what can I mean, there's nothing I can do. What can I do besides complain? That's it. I mean, there's nothing I can do. So, fuck them. No, I'm at Cushman and Evans, not South Carolina. I'd like to know where Lou Holtz is, right? He's somewhere laughing at Ohio State. Just noticed you were on Last Chance U. Yeah, that was a long time ago. Season 2, I think. I think it was season 2. No. No loaner car. No. So, what are you going to do? Why were you on Last Chance U? It was my last chance. No, I'm just kidding. I forget, what was the name of that college? East Mississippi Community College or something? What was that college called on Last Chance U? The first one. I know they're at a different one now. What was that first one called? What was that first one called? Mississippi Gulf Community College, whatever it was. Anyway, there was a Georgia player who wound up there. What was his name? Chauncey Rivers. I think it was Chauncey Rivers. Chauncey Rivers was a defensive lineman, I think, for Georgia. Got in a bunch of trouble. Got kicked off the team. I made a video where I lost my mind about it, you know. And anyway, fast forward to like a year later. So he gets kicked off the team. I make a video. I lose my mind like I, overreact like I normally do about everything. Fast forward like a year later, he enrolls at that Last Chance U college, whatever the name of it was in Mississippi. He enrolls there. And they start filming the show. Well, I get an email from one of the producers of the show. I guess it was a producer. I don't know if it was I get an email from somebody that runs the TV show of the production crew of Last Chance U. That they had come across my video on YouTube about Chauncey Rivers and they wanted to use it on the show. And would that be okay? And I told them, yeah. So one of the episodes, I think it's season 2. Somebody in the chat might remember. I think it's season 2. One of the episodes in season 2, they're interviewing or they're talking about Chauncey Rivers and what happened to him at Georgia, how he wound up at the Last Chance U. And while they're doing like the Chauncey Rivers backstory, they play like it's not long, maybe 10 seconds. They play like a 10-second clip of my rant, a YouTube rant. I might have that. Let me see. There you go.
Amanda.
Like getting on you because you do some of the stuff you do, but it's the fact that they care about you. They want you to make something out of your life. You're gonna be good. If I can do it, and some of the other athletes can do it, then you can do it. Like, we all here trying to do the same thing, and we all here for the same reason. Like, bro, just believe in the system.
Want to be drug tested? Then guess what? Don't play football. It's just that simple.
Real simple, ain't it?
Oh yeah.
When you think about it.
People make it hard, but it ain't hard. It's real simple.
Real simple.
It's real simple.
Defensive lineman Chauncey Rivers arrested for marijuana. Typically, that's not a huge deal. I mean, a large percentage of college students, smoke a little bit of the sticky icky. Is the guy a serial killer? No. But 3 times in 7 months, this guy's been busted for weed. Hello, Chauncey, what are you doing?
But you knew that you could lose everything. You knew, like, if I fail one more drug test, I'm done.
No.
And you did it anyway. So, like...
God, I haven't watched that in a long time. I forgot about that. Yeah. Uncle Lou on Last Chance U. That was back in the garage days. Is he a serial killer? No. That was before the she shed. That was the garage days. What happened to the sunglasses? What, the Georgia ones? I gave them away to a guy at a kid, I think, at a Georgia game one time that recognized me. And I gave them to him. You need a Last Chance Lou reality show. Blaine says Georgia winning big today. I think Georgia wins by 2 scores. So that's somewhere between 9 points and 16 points. That would be 2 scores. I remember when Chauncey accidentally pulled Joe Burrow's pants down during a sack. I don't remember that. Another good one to go back and watch. You know, I tell people all the time I don't really follow recruiting that closely anymore. I mean, I follow like the team rankings, but as far as like following individual recruits and where they're trending towards or who they're committed and uncommitted and decommitted and recommitted and all that, I tell y'all all the time I quit following that so closely. I used to follow it closely, and I just what was the guy's name? I completely some defensive lineman or something that Georgia was going after committed to Michigan, and I completely lost my mind. I mean, I lost it, and I was like, I can't do this anymore with this. Aubrey Solomon, that's who it was. Aubrey Solomon. Yeah, if you want to know why I don't follow recruiting so closely anymore, do a YouTube search for Uncle Lou Aubrey Solomon. And you'll see more of Uncle Lou than you ever wanted to see. Morning, Uncle Lou. Tuning in today like I'm supposed. Good to see you, Ted. You need me to take you to the grocery store, Woo? No. No. Grocery store will come to me. The grocery store will come to me. All right, we're going to shut the show down here in a few minutes. A little bit shorter than normal because there's just not nearly as many games to talk about today as usual. But just a reminder on the streaming schedule today. I will be back on at 4 o'clock on Patreon for the SEC championship game. There's a link in the description of the video that'll take you to the Patreon page. I will also repost it in the comment section right now. And then 8 o'clock, I will be back here on YouTube for the Big Ten and the ACC championship games. So if you're going to be watching football today, come hang out with me on Patreon at 4 o'clock. Come hang out 8 o'clock on YouTube. We'll have a good time. We'll watch some football. How'd that be? Yeah, I think that'd be just fine. All right. I am fixing to start adding names to the rigged wheel. So if you're not already on it, but you plan on it, you're running out of time. You're running out of time. All right. Up first, we've got JC. I'm going to do it in caps. It makes it easier for me to see. I'm old and blind. We've got David A. We've got Ryan S. We've got Cyclone Man. We've got Jackpot Man. And we've got Naomi D. Good luck to JC, David, Ryan, Cyclone Man, Jackpot, and Naomi D. Now, on the PayPal, we have, and remember, it is 5 times your money and 10 times your money, up to $250 today. So we will spin the wheel. Whatever name the wheel picks, you get to pick a game against the spread today. Any game you want against the spread. If you get that pick right, I'm going to send you 10 times whatever you sent me, up to $250. If you get the game wrong, I'm going to send you 5 times whatever you sent me. So either way, if the wheel picks your name either way, you will win something. All right, on to the PayPal. We've got Colby. We've got Joe. Joe H, I'm going to put, just since that's such a common name. We've got Hogman. We've got Austin L. We've got Walker Dog. We've got that dude. Is that the, are you the one from Big Lebowski? Are you that? No, not dad. Dat. Wrong button, Lou. Dat dude. Are you that dude from Big Lebowski, or are you some other dude? Yeah, we've got Huffer Billy Paw. We've got Jay Shipes. We've got J R. We've got William C. Zeus. Harlan H. Brandon W. Jarvis S. Chris T. Michael V says, here's some help for the DoorDash service fee. Hashtag, where the fuck is my car? Thank you, Michael V. Jeremy C. Alex N. All right. I think that's it. Nope. One more. Kevin C. from the Cash App. Gotcha, Kevin Cook. Gotcha. All right. I think that's it now, then. All right. There we go. There we go. All right. Good luck to everyone. Good luck to everyone. Appreciate y'all supporting the show this morning through the Cash App or the PayPal. Trading, thank you for the super chat. Pace 1456, thank you for the super chat. He says Saban is 17-1 in Atlanta, 16 straight wins. What do you think about that, Lou? I think it doesn't matter where games are played. I don't blame wins or losses on location. That's typically in Ohio State, man. excuse, but I guess Alabama is getting ready to take that up. I don't know. No idea. Travis Kirk, thank you for the super chat. Says Bo Nix went 0-7 again at teams that say go Dogs. 0-7 again? You mean total in his career? Yeah. 3 losses to Washington and 4 losses to Georgia. Yeah. Billy says, yeah, I'm Will. See, I got you, Billy. Okay. Jarvis says, UJ and Bama will have one thing in common today, 12-1 records. Yeah, that's not true. Zach, thank you for the super chat. He says, Pitt fan. Hold on, what's that say? That's about McClendon and Streeter. Yeah. Biggs Mike says, Michael V here, go blue. F, Ohio State. Enjoy your day. Oh, I got you. Yeah, we got you on the wheel. Good luck, Biggs. Good luck, buddy. Good luck. All right, let's see. We got to pick a number. Let's see. Who can we get in the chat to pick us a number? It's got to be somebody that's not on the wheel. Let's go with, it's going to be somebody that's not typing a number. Momo says, pick me. Okay, Momo. Pick a number between 3 and 5, Momo. Hey, what's up, Anthony? Four. All right. He says 4. So we're going to spin the wheel 4 times. The 4th name will be the winner. Spin number 1. Good luck to everybody. Here we go. Spin number 1. William C. Spin number 2. We're looking for the 4th. The spin number 4 will be the winner. This is spin number 2. JC. Thank you, JC, for supporting the show this morning. Here is spin number 3. David A. All right. The 4th and final spin. Today's winner is... And again, big shout out and thank you to everybody that helped support the show this morning, whether it was Cash App, Super Chat, PayPal, hitting the thumbs up, participating in the comment section, whatever. That dude, Lebowski. Lebowski is today's winner. Let's see what Lebowski had to say. Let's see. I can't remember if he was Cash App or PayPal. Was he Cash App or PayPal? That might have been PayPal. Maybe that's why I can't find it. I'm looking in the wrong place. Where is that dude? Let's see. Let's start here. All right, that's not it. Walker dog. James C. All right, he says, I work for the government. I got you. If I am picked by the rigged wheel, I'll take Louisville and DePoint. Thanks for your generosity on the times 5 or times 10 return, and go Dogs. He wants Louisville. All right. Louisville. +1. All right, that dude. So you know how it works. Once the Florida State Louisville game ends tonight, where can I write this down at? Let's write it right here. Rigged wheel. Championship week. That dude. Louisville +1. All right, if you get the game right, if Louisville +1 is a winner, I will send you 10 times what you sent me here. If it's a loser, I'll send you back 5 times. Now, that game comes on at 8 o'clock, so probably will end sometime around 11 or 12. And so that's when you will receive your winnings. There you go. Giving money away for the holidays right here on the Uncle Lou Show, because nobody appreciates ho, ho, ho quite like Uncle Lou. All right, everybody. Appreciate y'all tuning in. I am going to get out of here. I will make a 10-minute video or so shitting all over Alabama to try to appease the people that really want to see a hype and hate video. So I'll get started on that here in the next few minutes. It'll be up before noon. It'll be up before noon. And then I'll be back on 4 o'clock on Patreon for the SEC championship game. Link in the description of the video. And 8 o'clock right here on YouTube. So if Georgia loses, you can troll me. You can come on the primetime stream. You can troll me for 4 hours, because I'll be streaming the ACC championship game and the Big Ten championship game right here on this channel tonight at 8 o'clock. So if Georgia loses, you're all welcome to come back and troll me from 8 to midnight. If Georgia wins, most of you aren't going to show up. But if you do, you're welcome. If you want to, you're welcome to come and congratulate me on my 30th straight victory. There you go. All right, everybody, enjoy your Saturday of college football championship Saturday. Good luck to everybody that plays today, except, of course, Alabama. Unfortunately for you guys, you've got to tote the giant L today. That's just how it goes. But everybody else, I hope your team wins, and I'll see you back here or on Patreon at 4 o'clock for the SEC championship game. Have a good morning.